Oh, hi! We're live! Welcome, everybody. Giving you a little bit of a different start this afternoon, live here on Rythmia's Facebook page. Look at this beautiful color in the background. We're live by the pool on a Sunday afternoon. Sunday fun day. People waving from the pool. We're live on Facebook. Really, the reason why I'm starting here live today and instead of having Kenneth do the camera work is because I really want to show you my amazing shirt because I'm super proud. Dun, da, 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 da. Banana, how fun is that? And I want to show you that it matches I've gone beyond myself this afternoon to match my eyeliner and my earrings to my banana shirt that I bought specifically just for this Facebook Live because as I said, I'm going to start just because it's fun for me and I like shopping. I'm gonna come with a different fruited t-shirt with fruit on it for the next, let's say the next 6 Facebook Lives. So I've already done it for 3 weeks. I think I had a watermelon shirt and then I did, what did I have last week? My mixed fruit yoga teaching shirt. Today's my banana shirt. I've got another great one planned already that's hanging in my closet because this is what excites me. Dressing for the job that I want and I have with my fruit shirt. Ross is watching on the bus, almost there. Yay, you brought the pepper, amazing. The pepper grinder, I think that's what you're talking about, eh, Ross? Ross is one of our amazing regulars here at Rythmia that, I'm gonna flip this over and hand this over to Kenneth, because I did an arm workout this morning. Here you go, Kenneth. Ross is amazing, one of our regulars that brings a lot of his peeps down to see us here in Costa Rica regularly, and his biggest gripe about Rythmia is our salt and pepper shakers. I don't blame you, Ross, because that has been one of the biggest banes of my existence since I got down here for several reasons. I haven't been able to just find really good quality salt and pepper grinders that withstand the usage that go through here. I don't know why I'm putting these on right now. I'm preparing for food prep, I guess. And the salt here, it's so humid that no matter what you use, the salt tends to get really, really sticky and jams up any sort of, whether it's a salt shaker or salt grinder. I'm very strong because of my arm workout that I mentioned, apparently. So I'm excited to see what you have for us. Ross, welcome to All Things Avocado. Calling us up over here real quick on the Rythmia Facebook page. I guess I should show you my shirt in all of its full glory. Kind of ridiculous. Banana. And I was giggling just now with Kenneth and with one of our guests because the two things that I'm featuring evidently today are bananas and avocados. And these are two ingredients that, when too ripe, can be considered contraindicative with plant medicine that we serve here at Rythmia. So I've actually decided I'm going to eliminate the two of these in access from the menu, just so I can keep the menu here in a little bit more into alignment. Gracias, ciao! With everything that we're doing here. So it's funny that I guess I'm getting these two things in for a final farewell. And I got to tell you the truth that bananas and avocados are probably my second and third most favorite foods in the world. Dark chocolate wins. Never gonna eliminate that from anywhere in my world. Dark chocolate, avocados, and bananas. I eat all three almost every day. So we're celebrating my favorite things today. Who is watching? Let's see, we got Susan watching. She says hello. Lorraine is watching. Amazing. Sharada's watching. Oh, I love this from Philly. Marina McKenzie's watching from Canada. You should have a contest. Whoever sends you the best fruit shirt wins. Hey, I'll talk to Jerry about that. I'm all about the fruit shirts. Get more. George Bell is watching from Ontario. Ty is watching. Oh, Ty, I haven't seen you in ages. So nice to see you, special guy. The reason I said, he said, how's my special girl? Love you, Ty. Dale is watching. 9 weeks till I come back. So good. Fiona Mayo. Who's Fiona Mayo? Fiona Mayo?
I don't know.
I don't even know why I'm saying your name like that. Nice to see you watching. Super cool. Anita's waving. Kaz is waving. Carolyn's watching. Pamela's waving. Jennifer's watching. Hey, Jennifer. Nice to see you virtually. So, as you can read by the content, All Things Avocado. And we've got a couple of sweet and there's a gnat. This has been a thing with me right now. I've had a gnat following me since Thursday morning. Obviously, it's not the same gnat, but I feel like there's something to it. I've got the attention span of a gnat. I need to learn to accept what is, not be so irritated by external forces. I don't know, but I've had a lot of gnats surrounding me since I was teaching. It actually had started here, and I had this gnat, and it would kept landing inside my eyelid, and I would shoot away. Then it would come back and buzz around my ear and then land right in my eye again, over and over and over again. and now it's back. And it was around yesterday when I was at home. Okay, so all things avocado. Amazing source of good fat. Strangely enough, avocados are not strangely enough, but a lot of people don't realize it, that avocados are actually a really great source of fiber. But because they are so rich and smooth and creamy and quite often substituted for things like mayonnaise, because of the smooth, creamy texture, people don't realize, but they are super high in fiber. So all in all, an awesome, awesome food. A friend of mine just posted on Facebook, I think it was yesterday, Jill Ryan, if you're watching, you know who you are, that she hates avocados. She doesn't understand people that love avocados. She thinks they just, what did she say? You know what, I have to look it up because it was really funny, and I'm sure if anything that gets put on the Facebook is public, right? Like it's no secret. I can share this, and I thought it was the cutest thing because a lot of people commiserated with her about her feelings. So she, oh yes, we posted this thing. I feel like everyone worships avocado, and I'm struggling because it just tastes like compressed wet grass lump. Like a compressed wet grass lump. But nobody will listen, and I'm all alone in this world. I thought that was hilarious. And she had like a ton of people agreeing, saying it was, a lot of people agreeing that it was a texture thing, it tastes like baby food. And then a lot of people piping in about the whole cilantro debate as well, which we've talked about here on Facebook Live, how a lot of people love or hate cilantro, much like it seems to be avocados. People love them or they hate them. Cilantro, people love them or they hate it. And I have talked about the fact that cilantro, there was actually a PhD study where they looked at cilantro, and there's a predetermined part of your genetic code in your DNA that either makes you think cilantro tastes like cilantro or you think it tastes like soap. And people that think it tastes like soap obviously don't really like it. But that's something that's built into us biologically. I actually had dinner one time with one of the doctors that PhD'd that study, so that was kind of fun. I was like nerding out about that. Oh my god. But I love avocados, and if you're watching this, I assume that you might too. And I had a good giggle just now when I checked into my email and I got the update from Jerry that he sends out an hour before all these lives, and it was, the subject line was, if you love avocados as much as I do, then join Meg for this video. So I'm going to show you some sweet and some savory ideas for using all your avocados. If you're anything like me, you have bad avocado luck. And I have all of these amazing avocados. I actually had to call Kenneth. Oh, Kenneth, you haven't said hello yet.
Hello.
Hello. There's Kenneth's hands, as per usual. I actually had to call him this morning or send him a message to Kenneth before I came in saying, do we have at least 10 perfectly ripe avocados for use in my Facebook Live today? Because with my luck, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can feel me, your avocados are always either not quite ready or they're gone. So bad, they go rotten so quick. There's like a window, like you have an avocado in your home for a week, and there's like a window of like 30 seconds where it's actually perfect. It's like hard, perfect for 30 seconds, and then it's too ripe and it goes black. Like that seems to be the usual for a lot of avocados. So I actually had a whole bunch, and I wanted to talk real quick about what you can do when you, like if you all of a sudden have like 25 ripe, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have like 25 avocados in your house at one time. I often do. But if you come across having like an abundance of super ripe avocados, or if you buy a box at the grocery store, like you can buy the crates and probably get a discount price, and if they all ripen at the same time, it's really hard to eat, 20 avocados a day for some people, not for me. But there are things you can do to preserve them, aka freeze them. And I don't have examples here, but I'm going to explain a couple of things you can do. So you can freeze avocados. People don't realize that. You're not going to freeze an avocado and then expect to be able to use it like as a sliced up avocado in a salad, because the minute you freeze any fruit or vegetable, you freeze it and all of the moisture inside becomes frozen, and then as you defrost it, that water starts to melt and it becomes mushier than it was beforehand. I'm sure you've experienced that with any type of fruit or vegetable, bananas, fruits, anything you try to freeze. Same things happen with avocados. So you could freeze your avocados and use them for things like guacamole, chocolate mousse that we're going to make today, or any other recipe that you're going to pureeing them. Avocado dressings. I have an avocado yogurt dressing that I serve here. Bye! So you could freeze them and use them in any recipe that you'll be pureeing them or blending them. And there's a couple ways to do that. One of the easy ways to do it is, just take your avocados when they're perfectly ripe. You can scoop them. This one is a little bit off. I would still eat this. I'm all about bruised.
This is organic.
It is organic. So things get a little bit funkier when they're organic. They're not always the prettiest. It's going to taste just fine as far as I'm concerned. This is not too black to not eat. But to freeze it, what I would do is I would just scoop this out from a bunch of them, throw them in my food processor with a bit of lemon juice to make it into a puree, and then I would just scoop that puree into ice cube trays and freeze little avocado ice cubes. You know, you might probably have to fill like 6 or 7 of the trays. Alternatively, you can take the flesh, do the same thing, throw it in a food processor with lemon or lime juice, and then just take the puree and put it into a Ziploc bag, much like I've talked about freezing soups in the past. And then once you have your puree in the Ziploc bag, seal it up real well, flatten the bag, and stick the bag in the freezer. The other thing you can do is take your avocado just like this, cut it into bits and bobs, slices is the term, scoop it out, and you can just put it into Ziploc bags like this with a bit of squeeze of lemon juice on it. And then what I like to do, if I'm going to put them in the Ziploc bags, you know, in bigger chunks like that, it just saves a bit of time and you don't have to dirty your food processor or anything like that. Then I would just, if you don't have like a proper vacuum sealing system at home, which most of us don't, you can take your Ziploc bag, put your avocados in it, squeeze out as much air as possible, zip up the Ziploc, sorry, that's a brand name, this freezer bag zipper, zip it up, and then take a straw, whatever kind of straw you have, stick a straw in one end of the opening. So you've got the zipper all zipped up, stick your straw, suck out on any additional air that's in the bag, so it almost creates like a vacuum pack, and then remove the straw and zip up the bag. Does that make sense? So that's just a really easy way to freeze if you have an excess in avocados. Let's just have a quick gander over here if you got any questions. Now that I'm not on the Rythmia Facebook page. Okay. Lorena, remember Lorena Loriato? She was a chef from Italy that was visiting here, that was at Rythmia. She's saying hi to you, Kenneth, specifically.
Come andiamo, bellissima.
Ah, you hear that? He's speaking Italiano. Tiffany Hurt saying hello. Rythmia's watching. Rythmia? I wonder who's watching on behalf of Rythmia. Fiona's saying she loves me, banana girl, sweetie pie. Anais is saying hello. George Bell is saying hats love you. Hats love you. Hats off to you, George. Christy Cox is saying hi from Australia. Dre Donnelly is saying love. Leslie Daly is saying hello, Megan Kenneth from North Carolina. Awesome, awesome. Stephanie is watching, sending love. Penny Jane is sending us love and dancing, because that's what I'm all about. Joy is saying hey. Lorena is saying wow, what a sexy Italian accent. Tutto bueno. Did you see that? Tutto bene. Oh, he's going red in the face, Lorena. He's getting all red in the face. I love it. Oh, so good. Oh, happy joy. Okay. So we get to some recipes now. So easy, all of the stuff we're doing. So let's get basic, shall we? It's not basic, it's delicious, but simple thing that we have been serving on the menu here since Jerry's wedding here last year. Avocado toast. Let's not get too complicated here, but avocado mashed, like this is guacamole style. That's the way I like to do it. Sometimes avocado in the morning with red onions, a little bit of lemon, sea salt. So good. I'm really just doing this for Kenneth to eat something because he's hungry.
Yes, I don't take my lunch.
He didn't take his lunch, so I'm making him avocado toast. I'm gonna put in a tiny pinch of paprika for color. I'm gonna put on some sprouts for good measure, and some of our famous pickled red onion. They're not famous at all, I just said that. But they make it look so good. Some thinly sliced tomato would be yummy on there as well. A bada boom, bada bing. And recipe number 1 done, avocado toast. And if you watched my toast recipe, my toast Facebook Live that I did back in Canada in January, we did a bunch of different types of toasts, and we did a sweet potato toast, avocado toast, which is just sweet potato or yams cut into slices and baked, and use that as the base of bread. Rythmia, product placement. Okay, so that's one thing. So let's talk about another quick and easy recipe that's a little bit more, might be a little bit more different for people, which is a raw avocado soup. So my original, that gnat, I told you, it won't leave me alone. So the recipe that I traditionally do, and the one that I'm going to share in the comments, contains spinach. But spinach is also an ingredient that I've been doing more research on. It isn't the best with the plant medicine here, the herbal support therapy. So I've substituted spinach in the original recipe with kale. Hi, Christian.
Hey, Meg, I love you.
I love you too. We're all about the love here. So I've substituted the spinach with kale. So I'm adding in 3 leaves of organic kale. Save these, throw them in your juicer when you're making your juice in the morning. It's great. I'm adding in a handful of really beautiful organic arugula rocket. Again, I'm substituting the kale and the arugula for the spinach that's in the recipe. And I'm gonna add in 1 great cucumber. So this is a field cucumber. And I'm just gonna give it a really rough chop. I'll show you guys what's going on. Just to help the blender so it's not working so hard. Juice of 1 lime. I'm just gonna squeeze that. And you know what, there's no seeds in this lime, so I don't need to strain it out. Yoink. This lime is going to give it a nice acidic brightness, and it's also going to help the soup itself because it's avocado based from going too brown. This is mint. We've talked about the different mints that we have here in Costa Rica. This is spearmint. If we were to look, I think. No, the otro is hierba buena, right? With the bigger leaves, which is spearmint, I think. This is peppermint. This is more like peppermint. Sorry, Kenneth and I are just consulting off camera. But not off camera at all. Live. That's how we roll. So that is a little bit of mint, and that's just really good with avocado and the lime, kind of like mojito style. 1 small clove of garlic. This is not small, but I like my garlic. And a tiny bit of parsley, and I'm just gonna drop all of that in, as well as what we, of course, need, the avocado. So I've already got this guy opened up, so I'm just gonna dump this avocado in there. Ooh, so deliciously ripe and mushy. And you know what? I feel a little bit ripped off by Mother Nature when I open my avocado and the pit is that massive. You know, like I'm happy when I get like a tiny little pit and lots of flesh. This is more, the pit to flesh ratio seems a little bit off here. It's mostly pit. So I would be a little bit disappointed if this was the only avocado I had on hand. Not gonna lie. But really, if that's all I have to complain about in life, life's pretty good. So 1 whole avocado. If you're feeling really fanciful, you could do 2. This is a good enough portion for 2 people. Now we got to add in a little bit of water, so I'm just going to pour in some water from my filtered water device here, and a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. Clink. And this is a recipe, it's kind of like gazpacho where you want to serve it really cold. So what I would do is I would blend this up and then either put it on, like serve it on ice, like my bowl, I would, you know, maybe do this inside another plate surrounded with ice to keep it really chill, or I would just make it and then chill it for a long time in the fridge before I serve it. Hi, darling. We're live on the Facebook.
Are you recording?
Well, not recording. We're live.
Oh, you're live.
You want to come say hi to our viewers?
I will. I'd love to say hi.
So this is one of our VIPs for the week. The
Hi,
good doctor.
everyone. Dr. Cheryl Selman here.
Welcome
I
back.
just arrived.
I'm so excited
just off
you're-
the boat.
We've been
Good to
talking.
see you.
So good to see you. I've been telling everyone how excited I am to come to your workshop this week.
Well, I just love being here. So this is my home away from home, my other reality.
So good to see
The
you.
real reality.
Yeah, this is the truth.
So, and you are doing your magic.
We're doing all things avocado
So-
today.
So I just got off the plane, everyone. So, you know, just give me a little time.
You
to-
look amazing and
Well, thank
grounded
you.
down and settling in, and we're super happy to have you.
Well,
What-
I'm super happy to be
What's
back.
your what are you talking about tomorrow?
Oh, we can talk about anything. We're talking about rejuvenation. We can talk about hormones. We can talk about magic stuff. I have some magic things.
Magic
So,
and miracles at Rythmia
Magic and
this
miracles. I have many wonderful things to share. I'm
week.
so excited.
I'm totally there.
I'm
I'm
so
making the
excited.
time to be there. I've
Oh,
already got
great.
it in my calendar.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
So happy
He's
to
so
have
cute.
Thank you. Fresh cut.
Meg is this magician here. I was looking at those peanut balls. Those peanut butter balls.
The peanut butter,
oh
the
my
gluten-free
God,
peanut butter
for
cookies.
Desserts. I just never had such
Oh, thank
amazing
you.
desserts before. Every day is a treat.
Thank you.
I look forward to those desserts.
Oh, me too. I look
Forget
forward to
about
making
the
up new
meal.
recipes. You know, it's a really tough part of my job coming up with the new dessert
You are
recipes.
brilliant. You are such a creative genius
Oh,
here.
thank you.
Anyway, I'll let you get back, but
So lovely
hi everyone.
having you. So good to see you. Welcome home.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I can take a breath now. I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
Get yourself a cup of ginger tea and hit a hammock.
I've already had the coconut water, so
Perfect.
I'm getting rehydrated.
Excellent.
All right, sweetie.
Welcome
Bye, everyone.
home.
See ya.
All right. So now we're just gonna blend. Thank you for walking away. It's gonna get loud. So awesome. We have such an amazing Rythmia family. I have to just say. Come on. In the essence of sound and time, I'm not going to go any further than that. And I like a little bit of texture and fiber in my soup, so I'm going to leave it as it is. So I can smell that garlic. So good. So good. I'm gonna add a touch more salt. So refreshing, and it just, this soup just sings health and vitality, I gotta tell you. I'm gonna put it in a bowl here. Look at that. Kenneth, avocado toast in an avocado soup, salad lunch. How does that sound to you? Sounds pretty good, right? And then add a couple of beautiful pea sprouts on top. Ooh, peas would be really good in this, especially when peas are in season in the spring in North America. Adding in a handful of fresh peas would be good. And I'm gonna serve that with a fresh patacone, which is a green plantain, double fried. Delicious. It's all about the balance in life, my friends. So that is our avocado soup, and I'm gonna take a picture of that after to post on the blog and on the Facebook. So that's gonna be for you, Kenneth, after we're done on our live. Hey, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so moving on, actually, I saw there was a couple people that were saying hi that I want to give shout outs to. Wendy Davis is saying hello. Cheryl Barris is saying hello. She loves avocados. Michael Joseph is saying hello. Nice to see you, Michael. And Sandra's watching. Sandra Pascal, so lovely to see you. I love you too, honey. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got our avocado toast and our avocado soup. Two other really quick ways to use avocados, like in the morning. So this is a great lunch. We can talk about avocados for breakfast. And this is just a quick trick that I used to do. These ones didn't turn out the prettiest because I was rushing, because I was in the essence of time, but this is a trick I used to do when I was doing some vegetarian catering gigs. I used to do egg stuffed baked avocado. So these are just avocados that I've halved, and I've gone and just took a spoon and I scooped out. If you have a big pit like I had in that example, you don't need to scoop out extra flesh. But if you have a really small pit, what you need to do is just take your spoon and scoop around, remove the pit obviously, take your spoon and scoop a little bit of a bigger hole so that you have more room to dump your whole egg in there, and then you just throw it into your oven at 350 degrees until the egg is set, maybe like 15 minutes, just keeping an eye depending how well done you like your egg. These ones are still a little bit soft, and this is really, really great with a piece of toast with butter on it, and then you just dip your toast in there. What my dad used to call that? Toast soldiers, like long pieces of toast that, and he used to do soft-boiled eggs, and then we'd have our toast soldiers that we would dip in and eat. That was like my dad's go-to dinner when he was in charge of cooking dinner, and that's what he would make. So that is breakfast, and I think what it's missing is a little tiny bit of paprika, like so. So that's a really great breakfast. The next thing we're gonna do is another lunch and or dinner idea, which is a salad, and this is a combination of a few of my favorite things, and we're gonna use a fired up avocado. There is a Kat Cora who is a chef who I used to watch a lot on Iron. She's an Iron chef. She's an Iron chef. She's not just a chef. Chef Kat Cora. She's got restaurants all over the place. She had a oh my gosh, I'm having maybe someone can help me out there. It's a salad that has hard-boiled egg and blue cheese, an avocado and bacon. Not a club salad.
No.
What the heck is the name of that salad? It's like a traditional salad that you can get different types in different ways. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she has an airport restaurant at one of the airports that I fly through frequently. I think it is Houston, Kat Cora's Kitchen, and she has a really beautiful version of that salad where she uses turkey bacon. I always got the blue cheese left off and things like that because I don't like blue cheese. But the avocado she puts in the salad is like a whole fire roasted avocado, and I tell you, that just takes it to the next level. So I've gone in the habit lately myself of just firing up my avocado before I use it in many different ways. You do like a really smoky version of guacamole with a fired avocado, and all it is throwing it on the grill. You don't need an extra oil or anything because it is high in fat. So we just had this on the fire, fresh over the fire in the kitchen to get it nice and charred. We're going to use that with a sweet salad. Cobb salad. Thank you. Did someone just say that? Who said that? You win the prize. You get a fancy t-shirt with bananas. Avocado Mania, says Sandra. Leslie Daly, boiled egg with soldiers. What was your dad from the UK? He was Scottish, but I grew up in Canada. That was his thing. Cobb salad. Sharada. Thank you. Cobb salad. So next time you make Cobb salad, try it with a fire roasted avocado on your barbecue, what have you. But we're gonna use this in a version of a watermelon feta salad. So it's gonna be this smoky, sweet, savory. So I'm just gonna go in here and I'm just slicing through. I wanna make little cubes out of this avocado. So I've just cut it across in like a hashtag, in a hashed, like X's and O's. I'm gonna use a spoon to just gently scoop out some of that. It doesn't need to be perfect. Oh my God, look at that. So yummy. garbage plate. Then I got some of my other mise en place here. Super easy. So we can get fancy. This is fun for dinner parties. I've cut watermelon here into cubes. And I've cut some goat milk feta into cubes. And how fun is this? Then we just build this pretty little salad like so. Dun, 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 dun. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, we can get really particular with it. Or keep it rustic, because if you've been watching, you know I'm all about rustic. Me and Jamie Oliver. Did I just compare myself to Jamie Oliver? Redonkulous. Color, pretty, delicious, healthy, fresh, bright. What other descriptive words could I use for what is this salad? So this is, again, the goat milk feta that we get from our farm right around the corner from Rythmia here. We don't serve regular cow's milk dairy products on the buffet because it does not, you know, that's not recommended with the plant medicine. I'm not going to go too much more crazy with this. Clearly not centered on the plate, but that's fine. And then another favorite ingredient of mine, again, this fresh mint. Just gonna drop some of that on there. Let it rain mint, because mint and watermelon are best friends. And then if you have balsamic reduction, that'd be really good. Or if you're like me, what I have is, maybe I should have done this first. You could do a little bit of, whoop. This is a balsamic dressing that we had on the buffet today. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of zhuzhing with that. A couple of droplets, like so. A couple more of those. Yeah, I think that's fine and dandy. I'm not gonna go any more crazy than that. And because I have more, and that's just, I find, this is me, anytime I want something to look more professional, I put sprouts on top. I'm like, now it looks professional, right? It's got sprouts on it. Only fancy restaurants have pea sprouts. Not at all true, but it does make it look, what do you say, Ken? In my ridiculousness. So there's an option number, another option right there. And the flavors of those things combine, heavenly. Okay, so last but not least, oh, we have two more recipes. First of all, I gotta bring this over. This just came out of the oven. Hallelujah. Avocado brownie, my friends. Come on. I'm gonna use this plate again. It's small. Excuse me while I just be really official in cleaning off this plate. So this recipe is really easy. You take your favorite dark chocolate, like 300 grams of your favorite vegan dark chocolate or not vegan or milk chocolate, whatever you want. Melt it down with like a tablespoon of coconut oil in a double boiler. We've talked about that many times, or in the microwave if you want. And then in the food processor, it's a combination of coconut flour, avocados, some eggs. It's not vegan, obviously. Honey or maple syrup, a pinch of cinnamon, some sea salt. Really, really easy recipe. And you comes out with this beautiful, dense brownie. So good. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Kenneth, you want to try some of this live? Oops. But just wait. We're not going to just, this is not all of it.
This is going to my mouse.
Marcus says, I want that. Kyra says hello. Kim Carson saying she's missing my food. Oh, Kim, we miss you too. I'm great, Kim. I'm great. I'm so, so good. Hashtag avocado, says Sandra. Amen. Story of my life. Hashtag real life. So this is, what do you think? Mm-hmm. Pretty delicious, right? Mm-hmm. So avocado brownie. What is it missing? Icing, aka avocado mousse. So we're gonna make that real quick right now. I'm gonna throw my knife and almost cut my foot off, which not being the first time I've done something like that. So I've got here my ingredients for my chocolate mousse. I think we've done this several times, but we're gonna do it again live because we need to ice this. We need to ice these bad boys. So in the food processor here, I'm gonna toss in 2 bananas. So again, bananas and avocados, 2 of the things that slowly I'm going to eliminate. Not eliminate, but limit. Only for reasons of the plant medicine. I do not believe in limiting or restricting any single food or food group Because the more we eliminate, the more we want, and everything has its place in a beautiful, balanced lifestyle of food adoration and consuming with good intention. A little bit of honey. You could use maple syrup there if you want to make it fully vegan. That's what is that's your jam. Our avocado, obviously. I have another knife, right? Yes. One avocado. Pinch of cinnamon would be good here, but I didn't bring it out with me. That's a little bit of that roasted one, but that'll be delicious. Put that in there. See this one? A little bit different pit to flesh ratio. Whoopsie daisy. Put that in there. About a half a cup of coconut milk. That's just gonna help blend it and nice and rich and creamy. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh! You know what I forgot? The chocolate. I left it in the kitchen. Normally we'd add in some cacao powder, but we're just gonna do green avocado mousse for today. What's that?
One of those inside there.
All right, let's do it. Kenneth says just toss a piece of brownie in there. All right. So the kitchen kind of laughs at me now because they've gotten to know me. I do a lot of these Facebook Lives and I do live TV often, and sometimes I get them in the last minute to prep stuff for me, and like for example these eggs, one of them is super soft. They're like, is that okay? And then I usually always answer, say, yeah, it's fine for TV, because I used to work in TV, and whenever chefs come on, there's a lot of things that we put on display in TV that's covered in like weird substances to make it look more gloss and freshy or glossy or beautiful, where it's not edible. So it's good for TV, but not for eating. So now the kitchen, they joke, like, here's your eggs, they're only good for TV. I'm like, yes, you got it, only good for TV, because you probably wouldn't want to eat that, it's super raw. Well, I mean, you could, but, so this icing might look good for TV, but it might be kind of weird in texture. But pure Vita. Further, we could go and let this go so it's fully smooth, but for now you get the gist. We've made this beautiful avocado based icing for our avocado brownie. Dun 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 dun. And that, my friends, is all there is to it. So let me just, I'm telling tales because I didn't really follow the recipe when we made the brownies, but the recipe that I'm going to post for you guys is a bit more specific, but I don't have it here. But it is coconut flour based, so it's also gluten free, but it does have eggs in there, so it's not vegan. But it's a really delicious, dense recipe. What do you think? And because we melt down like your favorite dark chocolate bar as opposed to like cacao powder, it's got a really delicious depth of flavor to it, right?
Right.
So good.
Yes.
So good. So that, my friends, is all she wrote for all things avocado. Let's see if anyone has any questions. Denise Elliott saying, do you do anything with the avocado seeds? I don't personally. I know there's some theories about what you can do with it. I don't. I could grow avocado trees, I suppose. Avocados do grow here natively in Costa Rica, but I don't. Let's see what else. Kim Carson saying, I love the shirt. Thank you. I do too. It's kind of my new favorite. But I was kind of risky. I wore white shorts and a white t-shirt in the kitchen, which is an accident waiting to happen. As you saw, I dropped a knife on my foot almost today. I tend to drop things and make stains, but I think we've done good. Casey Cook says, thank you for sharing. Okay, my friends, so that is it. At this point in time, I do not have any Facebook Lives planned and lined up for the month of September. We are closing officially to guests for the next 4 weekends. But I may, and I will let you know, and if you are signed up for the Rythmia newsletter, you will receive notification. But I may do quick little tidbits every Sunday, same time, same channel. Maybe just some food philosophy, nutrition facts, maybe quick recipes from my home. I'm going to be home here in Costa Rica for 2 weeks, then I'll be in Toronto for a week, and then back in Costa Rica, so I might give you guys a little bit of insight into how I like to cook at home. So maybe that's what I'll do. They'll be a lot shorter than this. You won't have to dedicate a full 35 minutes of me talking crazy. 35 minutes right on the nose when I said that. You'd think I used to time television to the second for a living for a decade of my life, which I did. So that being said, I'm gonna free myself from the shackles of these rubber gloves. And Kenneth is gonna eat his lunch. I'm gonna get ready to go up and teach yoga here at 4 o'clock and then the breathwork class at 5:30. I wish you guys all a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the last few weeks of summer holidays if you're home with the kids. If you're a teacher, all the best for you as you head into the classroom to get prepared to go back to school. I say that because both my sisters and our teachers, my brother-in-law, and I know a lot of teachers back in Toronto that are getting geared up to head back to school. I'm sure it'll be welcome to get back to routine. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here when we are live once again. So Kenneth, you can say farewell because you won't be seeing these guys until October again.
See you guys. Please be safe.
Please be safe, and we will see you guys when we see you.